they can print as much as they want, infinite. If he has $5 billion as a nice guy and I have 1 billion, who has more money? Boom! I kill you. I have more money. The violent guy steals it. Who calls the cop?
That's what it is?
Who the calls the cops on a billionaire? Nobody. That's a billionaire. They have their island for their kids. The violent guy gets the money. You have 5 billion, I have 1 billion.
So that's
if
what
you're
it's
nice,
about.
you're dead.
Let's talk about a little bit about God then. Let's talk about your when you converted to Christ.
Yeah.
How was that? What was that like?
It's probably the most satanic story of coming to God. Like, I obsessed over power on the streets so I could have some KO power and like, what drugs do I take to be a better fighter? I obsess over power. Women get me the drug dealers who get me the more wholesale drugs, which get me a bigger profit, and my bottom line goes up and I make more money, which means I have a better life. Obsessing over, I need women, I need this, power. When I got into politics, it was because I was getting canceled online, just popped off. I was always into politics, but not in the rabbit holes that deep. And I'm like, oh, look, the ruling class, like there's not that many things to watch on earth. Maybe a fucking Mike Tyson fighter.
Yeah.
They see you. Not that they're interested, but you can, if you're on the internet, they can see you. You get a couple million views. So I start panicking. I'm like, who rules me? I obsessed over the Federal Reserve and the Treasury, and it's like they can print as much money as they want. I had no idea.
Us, yeah.
And I was like, why do Democrats and Republicans disagree on everything?
Right.
But they always agree on foreign wars.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck? Isn't that the biggest one?
That
is the
true.
biggest part of politics. Why the fuck do they agree on the biggest chunk?
We got to go and fight some war, bro. Some
Even you see,
up war.
AOC is like, yo, go to Ukraine. And
right.
I was like,
come on,
what the fuck? AOC, the fucking pacifist
I wish,
hippie.
dude, it'd be
It's always about making money.
Imagine
too,
you and AOC on a
That's
stream.
completely wrong.
No?
That is completely wrong.
Like
Say that again.
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
Wars are not about making money, bro.
Zero.
You don't
Really?
think so? Like the ones that had to do with like oil.
All right, tell me
and
what
shit.
are the wars for then?
Nothing in this world is about capitalism. Capitalism is for us. The ruling class, none of it is about profit. They can print as much debt as they want. They can print. When they found out, hey, the nobles and the ruling class families, they're going to wait in line at airports with us because we're starting to pop off after World War II and, we're boosting our economy and stuff. They said, drive them into debt. We're not in the same class as them. So they drove us into debt, so we can't take flights every weekend to go Vegas and stuff like that. Because, bro, there was a time in America where everyone was fucking killing it. And, dude, everything they do is from printed money, meaning they can print as much as they want, infinite. If he has $5 billion as a nice guy and I have 1 billion, who has more money? Boom! I fucking kill you, bitch. I have more money. The violent guy steals it. Who calls the
That's
cop?
what it is?
Who the fuck calls the cops on a billionaire? Nobody. That's a billionaire. They have their island for their kids. The violent guy gets the money. You have 5 billion, I have 1 billion.
So that's
if you're
what it's
nice,
about.
you're dead. He doesn't have 1,000 fucking lawyers for lawsuits. He's 1,000 bodyguards too. And even if it's a correct business, if you're a billionaire, it means you're like, I don't want to like get killed, but you're offing 1,000 people a year easily that are trying to get you from this guy. It's a rule by evil. At the top, it's not about who has the most money because that guy gets his fucking head cut off by people like the old me.
I see what you're
The
saying.
cheaters. I'm telling you, it's not about profit. Okay. It's a top-down control system. They don't give us Harry Potter because we love that book. It's not that good of a book, bro. Yeah. They give it to us for certain reasons. They give cuties and this pedophilia shit. They push it on us.
So it's all just
you really think that, you remember cuties on Netflix?
Yeah, I remember.
Was
Cuties
that
on
for
Netflix.
profit? You think that makes the most profit? I mean, you can make that argument that there's a lot of pedos, but really,
It's to push.
they don't
push.
push.
The narrative.
Let me tell you something. If I made a movie with James Cameron's budget on Avatar,
Yeah.
bro, give me that blue movie, Avatar.
Yeah.
Give me that fucking budget. Was it 100 billion?
Something like that. Something crazy.
Whatever the fuck it was. Let's say 100 billion. Let's make it funny.
The fuck?
Dude, give me that budget and let me do the 7-headed dragon in Revelations of the Bible, and I will give you the highest viewed movie on earth, because one sentence in the Bible inspires millions to be Christians. Imagine a visual movie. They're not allowed to do it in LA. It's illegal. The furthest they'll go is Mel Gibson whipping a Jewish guy, right?
Yeah, that was crazy.
And that movie sucks, bro. That movie, there's no divinity in that movie. That doesn't inspire you. It's like a psychological operation. But there's a reason, bro. Nothing is about profit. That Hassan Piker opinion, which even right-wingers, it's all about money. It's not all about money. If I can fucking jack it, I'll take his shit.
So what? It's just
So
it's just
tell
about
us. So
power.
when we're going to war with Ukraine, what's the war in Ukraine about, in your opinion? Then
Again, Andrew Tate and all these guys who talk about power, they're all working together. They're all in on it. It's all no. Who's at the top? Psychopaths that rape and murder people and each other's wives. They act like mafia bosses. Let's say we're the
truly evil.
Let's say we're the
That's what it
elites.
is.
We're the evil guys, right?
let's say with the elites, yeah.
All year we work together and do phony wars and stuff like that and all that. But how did we get to the top? By being the most deviant.
I mean, America has been. We've been murdering.
But I'm saying, let's say, even if we weren't Americans, let's say we were from let's say we're a ruling class, but we live on some Epstein Island. How did you and I become billionaire elites? We're the most deviant. We're willing.
Deviant.
We're cutting the most throats.
We've been taking money out of other people's pockets and putting it in our own.
Well, no, I don't care about that part. I care about the part where you and we see, oh, he's a billionaire too. He's soft. Let's fucking cut his throat. And when a billionaire cuts another billionaire's throat with his team, do you really think the cops answer that call? Let me tell you something about the police. The head sheriff is a fucking Mason every time. But forget all that. Did you know that when I was head doorman, I swear to God, every time the police came in to check in on the murderers in my nightclubs, they took 45 minutes talking to the head doorman. Why? To give enough time for everyone with a murder felony in the VIP section to leave the back door through the dirty club owner. They have a system, and it's not that the police are like corrupt and evil. It's that these guys drive by the police officers' houses every morning when they're playing frisbee with their kids, and they literally say hi to them. The murderers that are fucking with they scare the fuck out of these cops.
They got them in their pocket.
Yeah, so when people say that cops are just evil, bro, when you work in clubs and you have enough status to where you see the evil side of things, my dude, it's not about money. Literally, I would look at my shoe. When the violent evil man walks in, that was my boss when I was a drug dealer, I'd look at my shoes. Everyone looked at their shoes because that guy was capable, and they're always the types that don't hire someone. Everyone's in the room, I'll do it myself. Imagine the boss at your corporation fucking strangling someone to death, doing it himself just to prove a point. Putin, all of them. Putin, boom, he will cut someone down.
What do you think Putin has done in his life?
Putin and those KGB guys, right? Whether good or bad, whatever you think, he will cut someone down, a security officer he doesn't trust, in front of all the security detail, as in, after you get past my guards, I'm the last threat. Nobody want to fuck with someone. He's on an interview saying, handle security detail, you choose the team. You know what he's saying in that interview? Putin's saying, really, do everything yourself. As in, if you want a violent security team that you can trust, you have to be the wolf that's the most violent.
Yeah,
who do you think is at the top? You think Bill Gates is just a nice guy? And what's crazy is,
be cutthroat.
What's crazy is, dude, good people don't become billionaires. They just don't have it in them. Good people really care about kids.
How many
bro.
people has Zuckerberg killed in your opinion?
I don't know. I don't know much about Zuckerberg, but I know that go look into any billionaire.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they're plants that are put in that position that don't know anything about their craft. Like, do you really think Mark Zuckerberg knows the most about Facebook out of the 1,000 people that are there
that run it?
No,
I think that there's a guy. There's somebody under him that probably helped him get to where he was. He developed kind of like, he knew that it should have been something for dating, sort of, you know, it was kind of like a dating site. And
well, no, let's be honest. When we say the internet made us the most free, we could go to this community, right wing, left wing, we could be, dude, the internet is the easiest way to spy on the public. This is clearly the greatest digital tool.
Oh,
it's unbelievable.
Here's Hassan Piker's left-wing crowd. Here's
everything.
Zherka's right-wing crowd. They literally see every move you make. In the old days, they'd be like, yo, Where is the town folk?
So true.
Oh, the town folk are in a barn with pitchforks. It only takes 2,000.
It was developed.
It only takes 2,000 to 3,000 fucking pitchfork people. 2,000 people. 3,000 people. That's all it takes to start a fucking revolution.
Yeah.
Dude, billionaires who have everything on earth. Dude, we got like 2,000 followers is easy for us. If you have a cult like 2,000, you can start a revolution and everyone's mind flips as soon as the revolution starts. But man, that's exactly why they pepper spray us when we have 500 people at a protest. Dude, that's why they get so afraid. People are like, the elites are they're so invincible. It takes 2,000 radicals to inspire the whole nation to say, fuck this shit. Yeah. We're flipping this. And that's why it's such a bloody like revolution every single time. But that's why elites, when people say like, dude, they're too powerful, they're not afraid of us. Bro, you get 100 God-fearing protesters that are like for God, they literally start sweating because it happens within a night. Look at January 6th. That shit happens in a night.
Yeah, that was
think
crazy.
That, the Capitol storming, you think a lot of it was like government plans? You know? Yeah,
100%.
I don't think it was all true.
I don't know
Trump
much about the
fans.
conspiracy theories
99%
about that, but you think it was a
think
lot of
a
government?
lot.
Yeah,
There's a lot of footage
There are a
that
lot
you
of
can look at. I'm not
feds,
trying to
man.
hurt your channel.
It seemed yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it seems. Look, there was some crazy shit. Just even the fact that
I mean,
the
they spent all year burning down left-wing cities.
Yeah.
And then they ignored all that and said mostly
All right, so
peaceful
when-
protest.
when we're